Om. Om. Om Sahana Vavato Sahano Bhunakto Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sachidanandarupaya Vishwotpatyadihetave Tapatre Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं समस्तदेवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः। परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षये सूतमहामुने शौनकादृषिभ्यो अत्र्यादृषिभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्तिनेभ्यो मत्स्यादवतारेभ्यो आदित्यादि नवग्रहदेवताभ्यो नमः। श्रीदत्तात्रेयदक्षिणामूर्तेः ग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। ओं श्री आदिपराशक्तिमात्रे नमः। श्रीमाता पितृदेवताभ्यो नमः। आद्यशङ्कराचार्यवर्यादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्तगुरूणां देवतानां परं ब्रह्मणः श्रुतिमातु अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव सिद्ध्यर्थं पुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत ऋषिमुनि गुरुदर्शन अनुग्रह आनन्द अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं तत्कृते कङ्कणबद्धसमस्तसाधकभक्तसेवकोपासक संस्थापकानां च समस्त बाह्यांतर विघ्न शत्रु निर्मूलन द्वारा शक्ति साधना संपदा सानुकूल्यता प्रसाद द्वारा दिग्विजय प्राप्त्यर्थम श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रस्य विश्वशांति कल्याणार्थं च दशमस्कन्धस्य द्वादशस्कन्धस्य पारायणमध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. Friends, in our evening great beautiful endeavor itself is so great. This innocence is good, Lord will bless us. Along with this innocence, when regularity, sincerity is added, also little of effort, trying to understand what is said, how it is to be useful for life and implemented in life, then this is what is sadhana. Knowingly this much we have to do. Further, where to take us, place us in the ladder of evolution, the Lord will decide for us, and all his decisions would be only for the betterment of us. One need not have any doubt in that regard. So it's so good that we are daily remembering Paramatma as Parabrahma, remembering Paramatma as the Ishvara, remembering Paramatma as an avatar, and praying to the Lord mainly for our spiritual evolution. This itself is done by all the great yogis, munis, consistently, regularly for many lives before they become the jnanis and bhaktas. So may we all be blessed by the Lord, by the Guru Parampara in this evolution, so that not only we get redeemed of our samsara, but we also become instruments in the hands of the Lord. In the 10th Skandham, Bhagavan Krishna's Sandesha to Gopikas through Uddhava is being given. It is all Atma Jnana Sandesham. A Parama Bhakta Sthiti, the great devotional state already they have. To that, when the knowledge also added, then the devotion will not fall to the level of emotion, will not lead to any dukkha. So anyway, you are recognizing Krishna, anyway you know his greatness, anyway you are already having love towards him without even little distraction to anything. But yet, if that devotion is added with Krishna being the Parabrahma who is in your own heart, then it becomes complete, paripurna, sampurna. So thus, bhakti-wise, you are at the ultimate level. Jnana drishti also, you are in the tattva jnana, then you are mukta. So Gopikas are that way the best examples who served Krishna, who loved Krishna, who discovered identity with Krishna. So that is the topic. Thereafter, again for some more shlokas, they express their prema now with the jnanam. Earlier it was not there. And with the jnanam also, they say if Lord comes once, it will be very good for all of us. And those few, 3, 4 shlokas towards their end of speech is so again touch. Then Uddhavji in himself or to them he talks again about their glory. Finally he says, I salute to their Padarenu again and again, again and again, again and again. Few months staying there, celebrating every moment holy with them like a holy festival today. Then yesterday, today, he comes back and gives that message to Krishna. That is how this 47th chapter. 48 Krishna goes to Akruraji as he promised. 49 Krishna sends Akrura to Delhi to find the whereabouts and all. However, support Pandavas. With that, Purvardham comes to end. Then next 41 chapters talk about the Uttarardham of Dashamaskandha Krishna Leelas. Now let us see what is Sri Krishna Bhagavan's wonderful Sandesha from 29. Let us chant up to 52 and see how much we can see today. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रम दशमस्कंधः पूर्वार्धः अथ सप्तचत्वारिंशोऽध्यायः श्रीभगवानुवाच भवतीनां वियोगो मे न हि सर्वात्मना क्वचितो यथा भूतानि भूतेषु खं वायुवग्निर्जलं महि तथा हञ्च मनः प्राण भूतेन्द्रियगुणाश्रयः आत्मन्येवात्मनात्मानं सृजेहन्यनुपालये आत्ममायानुभावेन भूतेन्द्रियगुणात्मना आत्मा ज्ञानमयः शुद्धः अव्यतिरिक्तो गुणान्वयः सुषुप्तिस्वप्न जाग्रद्भिः मायावृत्तिभिरीयते येनेन्द्रियार्थान् ध्यायेत मृषा स्वप्नवदुत्थितः तन्निरुन्ध्यादिन्द्रियाणि विनिद्रः प्रत्यपद्यत एतदन्तः समाम्नायः योगः साङ्ख्यं मनीषिणां त्यागस्तपोदमः सत्यं समुद्रान्ता इवापगाः यत्त्वहं भवतीनां वै दूरे वर्ते प्रियोदृशां मनसः सन्निकर्षार्थं मदनुध्यानकाम्यया यथा दूरचरे प्रेष्ठे मन आविश्य वर्तते स्त्रीणां च न तथा चेतः सन्निकृष्टेक्षिगोचरे मय्यावेश्य मनः कृत्स्नं विमुक्ताशेषवृत्तियतो अनुस्मरन्त्यो मां नित्यम् अचिरान्माम् उपैष्यथ यामया क्रीडता रात्र्याम वनेऽस्मिन् व्रज आस्थिताः अलब्धरासाः कल्याण्यः मापुर्मद्वीर्यचिन्तया श्रीशुक उवाच एवं प्रियमत्प्रियतमादिष्टम् आकर्ण्यव्रजयोषितः ता ऊचुरुद्धवं प्रीताः तत्सन्देशागतस्मृतिः गोप्य उवाच दिष्ट्याहितो हतः कंसः यदूनां सानुगो अघकृतु दिष्ट्याप्तैर्लब्धसर्वार्थैः कुशल्यास्ते च्युतोऽधुना कच्चित् गदाग्रजः सौम्य करोति पुरयोषिताम प्रीतिं नः स्निग्धस्रविरीडा आसोदारेक्षणार्जितः अर्चितः कथं रतिविशेषज्ञः प्रियश्च परयोषितां नानुबध्येत तद्वाक्यैर्विभ्रमैश्चानुभाजितः अविस्मरति नः साधो गोविन्दः प्रस्तुते क्वचितो गोष्ठी मध्ये पुरस्त्रीणां ग्राम्याः स्वैरकथान्तरे ताः किं निशाः स्मरति यासु तदा प्रियाभिः वृन्दावने कुमुदकुन्द शशाङ्करम्ये रेमे क्वणच्चरणनूपुररासगोष्ठ्याम् अस्माभिरीडितमनोज्ञगतः कदाचित् अप्येष्यति हदाशार्हः तप्ताः स्वकृतया शुचा सञ्जीवयन्नो गात्रैः यथेन्द्रो वनमम्बुधैः कस्मात् कृष्णया याति प्राप्तराज्यो हताहितः नरेन्द्रकन्या उद्वाह्य प्रीतः सर्वसुहृद्वृतः किमस्माभिर्वनौकोभिः अन्याभिर्वा महात्मनः श्रीपतेः आप्तकामस्य क्रियेतार्थः कृतात्मनः. This is enough today. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam. Now very beautiful, sublime, complete knowledge for those who want to really understand, get maturity, is given in Shri Krishna Sandesha. Okay, we started seeing, in fact, we saw 3 shlokas. Just we remind ourselves. In first line, what he said, Sri Bhagavan Vacha, Bhavati Nam Yogo Me Nahi Sarvatmana Kvachit. Never ever I have Viyoga with you. Therefore, no dukkha of the Viyoga. And we saw yesterday, why did he say? Because if he says that he has got Viyoga, and then they become double dukkhi. They are already dukkhi. Point one is this. This is at the Vyavahara level. But at the spiritual level is very important, no? So by giving an example and later on by giving the explanation, he tells why he has no Viyoga ever with them. The example is Yatha Bhutani Bhuteshu. Yatha Bhuteshu, in all the beings, Bhutani. What are the Bhutani? Kham, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Mahi. Are these Panchamahabhutas, which are the substratum for all the beings, can ever they be separate from those beings, the norms and forms? No. If you understand this example, now come to me. Why I am also never missing you? Because tata aham cha. Because I am that self. Which self? Manaha prana bhuta indriya guna ashrayaha. I am that self who is the ashraya, who is a support, who is a substratum of your mana, your prana, your panchamahabhuta made deha, your indriyas, and all your antakarana. Dekho? I am that self. So therefore, what is in the straight away point, Bhagavan saying, with separation from you, as much you are dukhi, so much I will also be dukhi, generally. And my dukkha will be 100 times more because you have missed only one Krishna, but I miss all of you, so many. Because I also had love for you in the same way. But what made me not to suffer the Viyogaha is I discovered and I am realizing my own essential self, which is beyond my own upadhis with which I contracted you, and beyond your own upadhis where I am there as your own self. Now, how important these simple words telling the essence of the entire Upanishad with Bhashya, which we are struggling to understand. Or because we are studying the Upanishads, what is meant by Krishna here, we are able to easily understand. So our choice is this. Either be a jiva, identify the upadhi. Then look at other jivas also through upadhi and establish all vyavahara prema. Then also suffer the viyoga, which is inevitable. Or the other option, identify yourself with the self beyond the upadhis. And that there also the self behind those upadhis. Luckily, that self behind those upadhis here are one and the same. Somehow through the Upanishad Adhyanam, to the deep contemplation, of course also through meditation, If you can reach to the experience of that, then never ever as a self, I am separate from you. Therefore, there is no me. So Bhagavan has got drushtim jnanamayam krutva pashet brahmamayam jagat. So in the Vyavahara, I was there with you. No, as I was there with you, before that I was not there. Therefore, after that I have to stop being with you and go somewhere. And here also I am not permanent. I'll go to Dwaraka. There also I am not permanent. I'll leave and go again to Vaikuntha. Where the expression is permanent, nowhere. But the self behind is always there, is it not? So I have no doubt regarding the identity with my essential self. From that self standpoint, I am never away from you. That is my experience. Therefore, I don't have yoga and yoga dukkha. Like Krishna says in Gita in the very first stroke only. Neither these Duryodhanadis, nor you, nor me were never there. There was never a time where we three were not there. And we three are there now. In the future also, there will be never a time where we are not going to be. Natvevaham jatu nasam, natvam neme janadipaha. न तो एव अहम न आसम किंतु आसम एव न त्वं न आसीहि किंतु आसी एव न इमे जिनादिपः न आसन् किंतु आसन् एव न चैव न भविष्यामः भविष्यामः एव सर्वे वयम् अतः परम्. And what standpoint you might have spoken? Definitely not with the Sthula Dehadi standpoint. Is it not? Only from the Atma Drishti. That is what he developed in the first 18-20 slokas of Gita. First 18 slokas from 18 to 29, 11 to 29 are the Brahma Jnana Upadesha in Gita. So here also, to great bhaktas who have become Ananya, they have conquered samsara with Krishna Prema. But Krishna Prema has become an asakti, making them miserable. Therefore, that Prema should be translated into Jnanam. Bhagavan is giving Tattva. It is difficult in the beginning even to receive. But again and again when we try, the reception happens, the understanding happens, and the acceptance happens. And it is recognized, yeah, it is true. In that way, not only with Krishna Bhagavan, with nobody in the world, we have separation any time. Because I am the self of all. And as we said 7-8 days back, if not from the self standpoint, if you see from the Dehadi Upadhi standpoint, no two people are all the time together, even if they are wife and husband at home. She will go to Maika, or if he is at the henpeg husband, he is there Gharjavai, he will go to Maika, he will go on tours, she will go for some functions. 24 घंटे एक दूसरे के सामने थोड़ी बैठे हो, नहीं हो सकता हो ना, होना भी नहीं चाहिए, काम धंधा नहीं है क्या? So that way, but the only difference is what? When she goes Maika, he knows if not 1 month, 2 months बाद आएगी. But if somebody like Krishna left never to come back, or even somebody physically leaves the body, they want to come. That's the only difference. Therefore, we don't worry so much when somebody goes away from us for some time. But that also is going away. You are independent at that time. But you are in the smarana of them, that gives you joy. More than that, Atma Drushti develop karo. Anyatha samsara cannot be avoided. Is it not? Here Gopikas with prema, but Kamsadi with dvesha. Then Shishupaladi with dvesha, Kamsadi with bhaya. They all related with Krishna Sthula Rupena. But because they did Nitya Smarana, the other law applied. Whoever does my Smarana in whatever the Rupa or way, they will be given moksha. Therefore, they are given. But they maintain the attitude of themselves as Deha. Krishna also has Deha. That's why Dvesh. Atma Drushti to Dvesh nahi hoga. Hanatma Drushti se hi dekha. Aur wo bhi Deha Drushti se. You understood? Therefore, transcend Deha Drushti, bring the Atma Drushti, then feel oneness with the God, the Guru, your own parents. Nobody are away from me from the self standpoint. Self alone is permanent. Self alone is real. Everything else, whether you understand or not, accept or not, that is your karma, your frustration. Nothing other than self remains permanent. समझो ना समझो, मानो या ना मानो, जानो या ना जानो, स्वीकार करो या ना करो, anything which is expressed in the Upadhi Rupa will go back into Avyakta Rupa. Avyakta Adini, Vyakta Madhyani, Avyakta Nidara. They were never manifest earlier. Now they have manifested. Their original form being unmanifest, they go back to unmanifest only. Tatra Kaparidevana, how are you worried about like that? Is it not? This is the knowledge. Apply करना है हमको. Apply करके, as long as we are in physical proximity, whatever dharma, prema, seva, we have to do it. नहीं है, then we understand it's not permanent. That is a beauty only in Adhyatma Ramayana we see. Most of the rishis, today, tomorrow we'll see even Shabariji, in front of Krishna only, Rama only, they are leaving the body and going. The Kabandha, the Jatayu, the Sharavanga, here our Mata Shabari. इसका अर्थ क्या हुआ? आत्मदृष्टि दया डेवलप, नो नीड ऑफ दया. वो लटक नहीं रहे, भगवान कृष्ण हम आपसे प्रेम करते हैं, आपके साथ ही हमें रहना हमेशा. नहीं, एक दर्शन काफी है. वी जस्ट को आत्मदृष्टि. Not impossible, but very difficult. Even though it's difficult, we have to make it possible. To make it possible is the goal we have to set. Let it take 1 day, 1 year, 1 life, 10 lives, reach to that goal. वो उसको अब से शुरू करना है. I want to develop आत्मदृष्टि. Whatever vasanas I have, whatever prarabdhas I am going to have, whatever variety of even stupid nonsense I may do because of force of vasanas, that all will have its own course. But this side, as a result of study of Upanishad and such portion of Bhagavata, I must develop the Atma Drushti, that seed we have to sow, that sprout or that sapling we have to protect, that plant we have to see that it grows. Finally, it should yield as the result of moksha. इस एक बात के लिए ही सारे शास्त्रों का श्रवण है ना. आत्मदृष्टि आई वांट टू हैव, नॉट द अनात्म दृष्टि. अब तुरंत नहीं होगा वो, बट अभी सीड डाला, 10 साल के बाद पेड़ फल देता है. सो तो अब सीड डाला और उसको बचाते गए, तो वन डे इट विल गिव रिजल्ट. फॉर यू एंड आई, आफ्टर 100 लाइव्स, टू गेट द आत्मानुभूति, वी आर सोइंग द सीड नाउ. नहीं क्या सो सीड कभी देखते रहो, अपने आप पौधा नहीं आता. And million times we have to keep in mind, without Atma Drushti, there will be a Jiva Drushti, there will be a Deha Drushti, as they are Satya. That can never avoid the misery called samsara. देखो प्रेम में भी फंस गए लोग, ना लड़ाई है ना झगड़ा है. Some of the problem happen because of excessive love. That is what happens to the mother when the son gets married and he is attached to the wife. His wife. There's no problem to him with her, but still she suffers because of him. Why attachment? Then he should be with him. Then why did you get him married? He's resting. But she can't understand. Today is Women's Day, International, whatever. वो होता है उनको. Same she does with the daughter. Married तो छोड़ो ना. नहीं, she should listen to me, not mother-in-law. अरे काय कर रहे हो तुम? Attachment only troubles. तो पॉजिटिव अटैचमेंट, there's no fighting. लड़ाई हो गया तो कम से कम वो वैराग्य आ जाता है, एक दूसरे को छोड़ सकते. दैट इज वाई द आसक्ति प्रेम वाला अटैचमेंट इज डिफिकल्ट टू लीव देन द लड़ाई झगड़ा वाला. बट अगेन अनदर डे, इफ द द्वेष इज देयर, दैट इज मोर वर्स्ट देन द प्रेम, बिकॉज 100 people whom you love, when they are there, one not one comes when he is the one to whom you have dvesha. That dvesha overpower the 100 love. Therefore, first advesha sarvabhutanam is told. Ma vidveshava is told. That is a different calculation. So, what we have understood here, Atma Drushti. Clear? Slowly, slowly. Now, that's what he says. 30th mantra. Atmani eva atmana atmanam sruje. It is me, the pure self, in my own self. I myself am projecting or surging out. And me, I maintain and destroy. In between Anupalaye, I do the Palana of what? Entire world. How do I do? Atma Maya Anubhave. It is my own Shakti of my own Maya. And how do I do? Bhuta Indriya Guna Atmana. So Paramatma on his own self, through his infinite Maya Shakti, Panchamahabhuta, Indriyasa, and Antakarana Rupena, he appears, called as Srishti. Now it is very sublime. Again, this needs many, many years of listening to Upanishadadi. Then only you can catch it. Okay, luckily in that Kavanda Gandharva Stuti also you have seen all that, and this topic is coming many many a times. Please once for all remember Parabrahma Nirguna Paramatma. हो गया? His infinite Shakti. हो गया? With that Shakti, he only appears as all the Mula Dhatus with which this seen world is seen by us now. Tomorrow our Telugu people are lucky to listen to this talk. Tomorrow day after. In that eighth mantra of Pratama Mundakam, Pratama Khanda. Tapasa chiyate Brahma tato namamijayate annat prano manah satyam lokaha karma suchamritam. This is the way by which the Brahma Tattva projected the world on himself. We are actually seeing that in Taittariya also. Tasmadvaya tasmad atmanah only akasha sambhuta. आकाशाद वायु वायु और अग्नि अग्नि वहां भी हमने देखा, पर ध्यान से नहीं देखते हैं, हम सुनते नहीं, उसको गंभीरता से नहीं लेते, इसलिए वो नॉलेज हमेशा सुपरफिशियली रहता है, डीप नहीं होता. एंड इग्नोरेंस इज वेरी डीप. टू दैट लेवल द नॉलेज व्हेन वी टेक, then only it has capacity to remove that ignorance, and ignorance created strong hallucinations, illusions, delusions, out of which born are all the raga dveshani which create the bondage. So atmanyeva atmana atmanam sruje hanmi anupalaye atma maya anubhavena bhutendriya gunatmana. Okay. So whatever the Rupanama Vastus which we see through our Indriyas, all of that is Parabrahma with his Maya Shakti appearing. Clear? That's why you take any object, take the help of the science. Any object can be searched for its own cause. Is it not? In the cause hunting, have not the scientists reached up to the atoms? Therefore, in how much ever an object is appearing to be solid, it is nothing but combination of the atoms only, is it not? Remove all the atoms from that object is not there. How much ever solid, varied it may be. Mula padarthon ke khoj mein, they have gone up to atom. Go beyond, then you will enter into zeroness there, nothingness. Who is certifying that nothingness? Me. Therefore, what is a combined sentence? As at the final root of every object, what is the ultimate cause? Nothing but my consciousness. Because I am conscious of that nothingness. Therefore, nothing other than me, the consciousness is there. Therefore, nothing means forgetfulness of consciousness. This thing can be said in both ways. There is nothing, which is an incomplete sentence, up to which the Buddhism went and stopped there. Vedanta goes a step further and says, you are right, there is nothing, but there is nothing other than me. That means what? Wherever you are saying there is nothing, wherever, to certify that nothing, I am there. Therefore, what is the correct sentence? There is nothing other than me, or I alone am there. There is nothing other than me is ignorance. I alone am there is the wisdom. Therefore, my own presence, internal, tried to made objectified, has become a cause of. My own self, which is a subject, tried to be seen as an object for whatever the reason, has become the cause of the entire universe. Therefore, I refuse to see myself. That is called avidya. In that avidya became mula, Karana for the entire generation of right from the atom up to the Brahmanda. Therefore, when I focus my attention on me, I will discover myself. There is nothing other than me. देखो? So simple it is. But we have to abide in this knowledge beyond any doubt. And actually, on the seat of meditation, we have to go inside beyond all our koshas and discover ourselves. So, too, behind all the Rupa Nama, that Sachidanandaka, Bhakya Nirvikalpa Samadhi Dhyanam, also we have to do. Then we will see one substratum behind everything. We have to do it, recognize. Well, those who have recognized, they are liberated from all the projected names and forms. They know I am the self on whom everything is projected. That's what Krishna is talking here. He is talking from the absolute Parabrahma standpoint. And it is, see, Krishna as an avatar and Ishvara is Krishna only. We cannot be him. We only as Alpa Jiva because of Padi. But from the Brahma Drushti, he and me are not two. Understood? Therefore, from the Upadi Drushti, Ishvara is Ishvara, we are Jiva, we are his Dasoham only. But from the Drushti of Brahma, there is no Dasoham, Soham. I am you, because what is substratum in your bigger Upadi, what is substratum in my small Upadi, the truth are not two. To say ek bada hai, ek chota hai. I know that is what all the Pratibimbavada, Avachedavada, they talk. Because of the walls of the hall, if the hall walls or flooring is 20 by 20, the space inside is 20 by 20. If the walls are 5 by 5, the space is 5 by 5 inside. Is it not? But as such, is there the two space 20 by 20, 5 by 5 and the bigger space outside? It cannot be, because space is such a one homogeneous thing which cannot be quantified as bigger and smaller or separated or separated as the small space, middle space and bigger space. ये सब उसमें काम नहीं करते. These calculations, parameters won't reach the space. स्पेस को आप टुकड़े नहीं कर सकते, छोटा बड़ा नहीं दिखा सकते, वो चीज ही ऐसा है. That's called सूक्ष्म. You can imagine by making the walls, you can imagine this is a 20 by 20 hall, this is 5 by 5. You can imagine it, and that helps you also. In the 20 by 20 hall, you can make a big place to stay. 5 by 5 छोटा पूजारम हो जाता है. That's all व्यवहार. हेल्प हो रहा है व्यवहार के लिए. बट पारमार्थिक दृष्टि से 5 by 5 space qualitatively, 20 by 20 space qualitatively, outer infinite space qualitatively are one. They are not 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 space. Is it not? Keep on contemplating on this. Bhagavan is telling Upanishad Jnanam. Now, how can we deny? Okay? So, now about that self he is talking. Actually, these are Upanishad Saram. ये तो हमको ना डेली एक बार पढ़ना चाहिए. Krishna's Upadesha to Gopikas is ultimate. Sandesh. And I am feeling so bad for rushing through these shlokas without exhaustively pausing, explaining by taking the Upanishad mantras as quotation or authority. We can do, but this portion will take 20 days then. Anyway, you are attending morning classes. Why should I give you two chances to forget? एक chance काफी है. सुबह सुन लो काफी है. So, first is what? I have no yoga with you. Why? Like Panchamahabhutas are there in all objects, I also am there in all the Prana Bhuta Indra Guhashya. And that is a pure self. That from the self standpoint, you are never away from me. I am never away from you for my experience. Therefore, I can never feel separation from you. So my drushti is not like you have the deha, which is now far away from each other. My drushti is like Atma, which is one without second, supporting entire universe, not only me. And this Atma, I only, that self, on me with my own Maya Shakti, have created all this world in the form of Panchamahabhutas, with which Sthula Dehas are made, in that Indriyas, and there is a Gunas. All of them are my own projection with my own Maya of my own self. Just like the carpenter projects the window on the wood, and he brings out the window and it is fixed there and you use it as window. The only difference in that example and Bhagavan's example is, for the carpenter, the wood and window and he are different. For Paramatma, he alone is material cause. He alone is instrumental cause. He alone is Karana Karanam. He alone is ultimately the Karma Karanam also. This we have seen today in other classes also, Telugu class also, exhaustively. That's why for a pure Vedantin, everything is Sarvam Brahmamayam. Brahma Arpanam, Brahma Havihi, Brahma Agnav, Brahmanautam, Brahmaiva Tenantavyo, or Vishwam Vishnu Vashatkaraha. Dekha? Paramatma alone is everything, because when you say he is all pervading, he should be all. That is why in this world there is nothing which is not worthy of worship. Everything is divine. Everything is divine, full stop. There is nothing undivine in this world. Because everything is Rupanama given to Parabrahma only. Parabrahma by himself is beyond Rupanama. Isn't it? Same wood. इधर कुर्सी बनाया, इधर खिड़की, इधर दरवाजा, एक टेबल बनाया, एक पलंग सोने का, और उसमें 4 लक्कड़ साइड वाले और 4 लक्कड़ नीचे वाले. You see, how come one wood is being seen in so many forms? Wood is one. So to one Parabrahma projected for the sake of samsara, vyavahara, or the Vishwa in the form of all these things, which is his Leela and for us sadhana. Keep on contemplating on it. Stop seeing from Stula Drushti. Start seeing from the Atma Drushti. Okay? Now, only one sloka we'll see now. Atma, the pure self, of whose standpoint I gained to see, because of which I am not finding my separation with you, your separation with me, even for a moment. That Atma is what? Not the Annamaya. Prana Mano Vijnana. It is Atma is Jnanamaya. Shuddha. What is said in Taittiriam? Satyam Jnanam Anandam Brahma. Bhagavan is saying in this language. The self is pure consciousness. Jnanamaya. Shuddha is one without second. Vyatiriktaha, other than the Panchakoshas. Agunanmayaha. In that there is no Sattva, Raja and Tamo Guna. सो सत्व रजस तमो गुण अतीत, उससे बना हुआ पंचकोश का अतीत. इट इज शुद्ध, इट इज वन विदाउट सेकंड, इट इज ज्ञानमय, इट इज प्योर कॉन्शियसनेस. सो क्लियर नो दीज वर्ड्स, बिकॉज वी आर लिसनिंग टू आवर मॉर्निंग उपनिषद क्लासेस. ज्ञानमय कॉन्शियसनेस, प्योर कॉन्शियसनेस, द ज्ञप्ति स्वरूप, अवबोध स्वरूप. Not that which is broken into Triputi of Jnata, Jnanam, Jneyam. Remember all that discussion we had in Taittiriya extensively when the Jnana Shabda was explained by Bhashyakara. Satyam Jnanam Anantam. Yaad hai? Jo aaye unko yaad hai. So that is Jnapti Swarupa, Jnana Mayaha. Not again, Maya here is Mayat Shabdaha like a Vikara. शब्द मया ही यूज किया, बट नॉट लाइक अन्नमय प्राणमय which are the vikara. Here pure consciousness. Jnanamaya, pure consciousness, not of something, not conscious of something. So thought free consciousness. Shuddha is one without second. Vyatirikta is beyond the panchakoshas. Then agunaha means aguna. What do you use? Agunanvaya. None of the sattva rajas tama guna are there in it. That is the real self. From that standpoint, I have learned to see. And from that standpoint, you and I are one only. Then such me, such self, how can its presence be felt, experience be gained? Its presence is felt through Sushupti, Swapna, Jagrat Bihi. through the presence of Sushupti, Swapna, Jagrat, which are projections of the Maya, that pure self is inferred. The inferred self is experienced when we transcend these three avasthas. So जागृत स्वप्न सुषुप्ति को पार किया तो तुरीय अवस्था आ गया, स्थूल सूक्ष्म कारण शरीर को पार किया तो आत्मा मिल गया. And how these three avasthas become indicators for the self? Yesterday 20 minutes we discussed that any number of variables are seen by a thing which is not a part of the variable of those variables, and also should be there in and through all that. Therefore, there is a fourth thing, self, I, the conscious self, in whose presence Jagrat Avastha, Jagrat Jiva Purusha coming. He is going, and Swapna Avastha, Swapna Purusha coming and going, Sushupti Avastha, Sushupta Purusha coming and going. In the presence of conscious me. And this conscious me is totally permeated in all aspects of Jagrat, in all aspects of Swapna, in all aspects of Sushupti. Therefore, what is to be done? Understood? In the pure conscious self, because of the ignorance of the self, which is called Maya, because it has got the three gunas, the three avasthas are projected. परमात्मा को नहीं जानने वाला अविद्या ही माया है. उसमें तीन गुण है. एक गुण ने राजोगुण सत्व जागृत को, एक ने स्वप्न को, एक ने सुषुप्ति को प्रोजेक्ट किया. माया ने प्रोजेक्ट किया. बट इन एंड थ्रू ऑल दैट परमात्मा इज देयर. विदाउट कॉन्शियसनेस देयर इज नो निद्रा, नो स्वप्न, नो जागृत. टोटल अवस्था ही नहीं है. तो हर एक अवस्था में जो इतने सारे अनुभव हो रहे हैं, और एक अनुभव में वो चैतन्य आत्मा का रहना जरूरी है. Lord Krishna will tell in the next sloka the sadhana to be done to transcend this Maya created three avasthas and see the Maya Atita self. Having seen that, that alone is everywhere. That is here as Gopi expressing, there as Krishna expressing. So there is no difference in the self. Yesterday I gave you the example of Deepavali wala, different sugar made candies. सब में एक ही आत्मा है. वो एक सेल्फ आप छोड़ने के पर भी आप छूट नहीं जाता, वो उसको तोड़ने के तरह भी वो टूट नहीं जाता. बट अदर दिन नॉट सेल्स, कितना भी कोशिश करो पकड़ में नहीं आते. कितना भी उसको जोड़ने का शुरू रखो ट्राई, टूट ही जाते हो. दैट इज व्हाट अगेन इन द सेकंड श्लोक ऑफ गीता. न असतः विद्यते भावः, न अभावः विद्यते सतः. The non-real can never be real. The reality can never become unreal. Bas. The real is only Parabrahma. You may forget it, but it will not go. Then the unreal is Jagat. You may involve in all his Vyavahara, but it is unreal. That's why it's going every moment. But we are in our ignorance, our attachments, our asha ityadi. We are thinking that the world is continuing. कुछ नहीं है, सब माया है, सब बदल ही रहा है. This is how half of the portion we saw. Because it is important, let us spend time to study it completely. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Bhagavata Sharanam Mama. Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama. Shri Suta Sharanam Mama. Shri Shukadeva Sharanam Mama. Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama. Shri Narada Sharanam Mama. Shri Kumara Sharanam Mama. Shri Brahma Sharanam Mama. Shri Vishnu Sharanam Mama. Shri Parabrahma Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sharanam Mama. Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Krupatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Swarge Satye Cha Kailase वैकुंठे नास्ति अयं रसः अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मामामुञ्चतः करेसितो ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम् द्वादश स्कंदः आभासश्च तिरोधश्च निरोधश्च यतश्चाध्यवसीयते स आश्रयः परं ब्रह्म परमात्मेति शब्द्यते। अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः। श्रीशुक उवाच कलौ न राजन् जगतां परं कुरुं त्रिलोकनाथानतपादपङ्कजं प्रायेण मर्त्याः भगवन्तमच्युतं यक्ष्यन्ति पाषण्डविभिन्नचेतसः यन्नामधेयं म्रियमाण आतुरः पतन् स्खलन् वा विवशो गृणन् पुमान् विमुक्तकर्मार्गल उत्तमां गतिं प्राप्नोति यक्ष्यन्ति न तं कलौ जनाः पुंसां कलिकृतान् दोषान् द्रव्यदेशात्मसम्भवान् सर्वान् हरति चित्तस्थः भगवान् पुरुषोत्तमः श्रुतः संकीर्तितोऽध्यातः पूजितश्चादृतो विवा नृणां धुनोति भगवान् हृत्स्थो जन्मायुता शुभम् यथा हेम्निस्थितो वह्निः दुर्वर्णं हन्ति धातुजम् एवमात्मगतो विष्णुः योगिनाम् अशुभाशयम् विद्यातपः प्राणनिरोधमैत्रीं तीर्थाभिषेक व्रतदानजप्यैः नात्यन्तशुद्धिं लभते अन्तरात्मा यथा हृदि स्थे भगवत्यनन्ते तस्मात् सर्वात्मना राजन् हृदि स्थं कुरु केशवं म्रियमाणो हि अवहितः ततो यासि परां गतिं म्रियमाणैरभिध्येयः भगवान् हरिरीश्वरः आत्मभावं नयत्यङ्ग सर्वात्मा सर्वसम्भवः कलेर्दोषनिधेः राजन् अस्ति एको महान् गुणः कीर्तनादेव कृष्णस्य मुक्तसङ्गः परं व्रजेतो कृते यत् ध्यायतो विष्णुं त्रेतायां यजतो मखैः द्वापरे परिचर्यायां कलौ तद्हरिकीर्तनात्। इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां द्वादशस्कन्धे तृतीयोऽध्यायः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Let us salute Bhagavan Krishna, all the Krishna, all the avatars of Bhagavata, all the Rishimanu Guru Devatas, Bhagavata Acharyas, etc. etc. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Natha Narayana Vasudeva. Om Sri Krishna Shri Mama Sri Ra Bhagavata Shanma Om Sri Gadguru Sutta Shri Shukadeva Shanma Sri Vyasa Sri Brahma Sri Narada Om Samasta Devatabhyo Namaha. Amma. Amma. Now, goal is not only to be mukta from the Kali Durgunas, but mukta from all the Trigunas and Bandhanas. Clear? Is the goal. Though the first goal is Kali Durguna Mukti. Out of many paths of yoga, jnana, ityadi, here we are shown by SHUKADEVJI. Easy, suitable path for the Kali Yuga Vasins. Clear? And what is the path? Nothing but making the Lord enter and stay in our hearts permanent. In that, the three stages are what? Chittastaha, where efforts are required. Then Hurtstaha, little more effortless. Then Atmastaha. And third word use it word Evam Atmagataha Vishnu. Okay. Now, in every yuga, particularly in Kali Yuga, the problem is this knowledge of Bhagavan or the memory of Bhagavan or becoming conscious of Bhagavan in the heart, in all his Nama Rupa Gunadi, is so tough because it is more sublime than, more difficult than writing letters in the water. Can you write letters in the water? अब पानी में ही अक्षर नहीं लिख सकते हैं तो आकाश में लिख के दिखाओ, आकाश में अपना नाम लिखो स्वयं. यू आर राइटिंग बट द इम्प्रिंट नहीं हो रहा हो. इन द सेम वे our necessity and urgency of living the life at the vyavahara level is so quickly makes us forget so fully completely the God, my God, that we don't even remember that we have forgotten God. Imagine what happens within 10-15 minutes after the class. Every day. In the class, we were reminded of Lord, His glory, His Rupa, Nama. Within 15 minutes, क्या हो रहा है? Are we not so busy with our own dehadi upadhis, with all the people around us, with all the pravritti vrittis, which appear to be so essential, and they are essential too, while involving in them with the chance of Bhagavan's remembrance. Therefore, necessarily, we are not even able to do Bhagavan Chittastaha. अब कब पहुंचे हृदस्थः, अब कब पहुंचे आत्मस्थः. That is why it takes time. But then we have to consciously do, knowingly that I have to make the Lord establish in my chitta, followed by hridaya, followed by atma. इसको मन में रखते हुए कोशिश निरंतर करते रहना रहना रहना. ये कोशिश के लिए ही जो अभ्यास कहते हैं उसको हिंदी में, संस्कृत में मेनी मेनी लाइव्स इट टेक्स. A consciously endeavor or effort putting person itself needs many lives because of the fickleness of the mind, because of the habits of the mind, because of the gushing of the vasanas, which have no other channel than the mind to express. That's why the vasanas, when they are not exhausted, habits of the mind, when they are not changed, the temptations of the object, when it is not curtailed, then the indriyas vikara, when they are not controlled steadily. Nobody can do the yoga sadhana of chitta vritti nirodha, Vedanta sadhana of the atma chintanam, so to the bhakti sadhana of the making the Lord establish in the heart. You understand it is? Without taking medicine, proper food, exercise, disease will not go, health will not come. जब कोई बीमारी है तो दवा लेना पड़ता है, दुआ लेना पड़ता है. हम नहीं लेना चाहते हैं तो नहीं होगा वो. And how long we have to take dava? Till the disease goes away. So to how long we have to keep away the objects? How long we have to control the senses? How long we have to stop the mind's vagaries? How long we have to see to it that the vasanas go away? Question is wrong. Till their obstruction of not allowing us to make the Lord Chittastha is removed. And again, day before yesterday, only we talked this topic. Day before yesterday and day before. The joy of bhakti, joy of jnana includes all joys of Vishayavastus. Therefore, this knowledge should help us in rejecting the Vishayavastus for the sake of Bhagavad Prapti through bhakti or jnana. If this is not there, then we think there is sukha only in the Vishayas and only difficulty in Adhyatmikata. Therefore, we don't do sadhana. Like the children always think in obedience to parents, there is unless curtailing of the freedom. Therefore, let me not obey them, I will live my own way. But they don't know that when you are obedient to your parents, they give love, they take care of you, and they give the freedom also. And how can there be freedom more than parents anywhere else in the world? Imagine that, but वो बद्दे को समझ में आता नहीं हो. In the same way, in the Bhagavad Anubhuti, through bhakti or jnana, is samasta ananda is there. This we have to catch. That is what rishis, munis have experienced. Therefore, as a sadhana, when they gave up the world to discover the Lord, having discovered the Lord, have they come back to the again samsara? Why not? Because the Ananda there is infinite. It's like Indians going to America. हाँ 10 साल काम करके पैसे कमा के आएंगे. Once they see all automation, all things, they get so ananda, they never come to India. So India is like America is like Brahma Ananda or Bhakti Ananda. एक बार चख लिया वापस आने का मन नहीं होता. And those who have reached, unka state is like a pure Indian. He will be tempted with everything. He says, like, I don't leave my Bharat Mata for the sake of some money or some comforts to America. His sthiti is like Brahmagnani. ब्रह्मज्ञानी अनुभव ब्रह्मानुभव को छोड़कर देह तादात्म्य से मिले आलय टेम्पररी सुख और परमानेंट दुख के पीछे क्यों भागेगा? है कि नहीं? नहीं ना? In the same way. So that knowledge should inspire us to remove these obstacles consciously, which are obstructing these three sadhanas of making the Lord chittastaha, harutstaha. Then a third one is atmagataha. Is it not? Very clear it is. And it is inevitable. It is tough. Nobody says it is easy. And in Kali Yuga, as I gave you the example, the moment the class is over, the moment your puja is over, the moment your swadhyaya is over, the moment japa is over, how quickly the vasanas, the mind, its habits, and so many thoughts of obligations, duties, desires, indulgences, इतने तुरंत हावी हो रहे. भूल भगवान तो भूल ही चले ही गए वहां. Now that is why the yoga sthiti of vritti nirodha, yoga sthiti of the atma samyama. That we will allow only those minimum things to enter into our life. Other than that, our life means our antakarana always is in tattva chintana or bhakti of the Bhagavan. Bas. At a higher level, when this sadhana is done for some 1,000 lives, even this antakarana is merged in Paramatma, that person has Atmanubhuti only. Then, for the sake of Vyavahara, from that Atmanubhuti, he brings out the instruments that are required. He will do the Vyavahara, again go back to Atmanubhuti. That's the meaning of Upadhistopi Tadharmai Alipto Vyomavat Muni Sarvavit Modavat Tishtet Asakto Vayivat Charetu. These are all the beautiful states. समझना चाहिए थोड़ा मेहनत करके. देखो दोनों पिक्चर. One side it is said, when the Kali, Bhagavan is made to enter in the heart, he will remove the Kali. But other side, unless you keep the Kali sometime away, you cannot make the Lord enter inside. है कि नहीं? मेडिसिन को अंदर जाने दो तभी जाकर वो बीमारी को दूर करेगा. For that you have to take medicine. You can't say no. Therefore, that Kali thoda side pe rakhkar keep on doing it. And lucky we are, Bhagavan is not putting us always in Tamu and Raju. Thode moments to Sattva wale de rahe. So those moments let us encash for doing our Tivra Upasana. Adhimatra Upaya, Adhimatra Tivra Samvega. Good, no? Yoga Darshanam is helping us in so many ways. So, evam atmagatah Vishnuhu yoginam ashubhashayam hanti. Like the fire entering into nook and corner of the gold melts the impurities and removes. Medicine going into the particular place of disease removes it. The fire, when it is the rice in the water is put and exposed, the fire through the patila, through the water, enters into the rice, every corner, and makes that rice boiled or any vegetable. So, है कि नहीं? सब पूरा जाकर वो पकाता है. Is it not? In the same way, the Paramatma, when he made to enter into our Atma, he will remove all Kali and all other doshas or impurities. We are putting the Lord only at the mouth level. That also for some time. And to that time, the mouth is divine only, no Kali. But the mind में भगवान का नाम नहीं पहुंचा, इसलिए mind impure only. And with the mouth also only 10 minutes. Again, remaining time we are only fighting with people for the vastus and all that. इसलिए यहाँ आत्मगतः means in all our layers the Paramatma should permeate, percolate. That is why mad chittaha mad gata pranaha bodhayanta parasparam ityadi. That is why Navada Bhakti mein, again today we will see Sri Ramji teaching Shabari Mata, all karmendriyas, all jnanendriyas, all antakarana are put in Bhagavan. Though by names they are called as Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam ityadi sadhanas, but in practice when you do them, the meaning of it is our antakarana is allowed for the Lord to enter. That's what I said, Atmagata Vishnu. तो श्रवणम के द्वारा इंद्रिय कान से भगवान, फिर स्मरणम माइंड, कीर्तनम विथ माउथ, पाद सेवनम द कर्मेंद्रियास, अर्चनम ऑल द द्रव्यास, वंदनम द होल बॉडी, आत्मनिवेदनम सख्यम, even all secrets, whatever, everything is added to Bhagavan, given to Bhagavan. Bhagavan is made to enter into all layers of our Vyaktitva. Then he will clean the Kali dosha. है कि नहीं? एज वी टोल्ड यू, बाहर तक क्या बहाना, अंदर में तो फिर अंदर आएंगे नहीं तो सफाई कैसे होगा अंदर? लाइक सम ऑफ द ऑर्थोडॉक्स पीपल, दे डोंट अलाउ द सर्वेंट्स बियॉन्ड ए रूम, सो दैट रूम दे क्लीन गो, बट अदर थिंग तुमको ही करना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो ऐसे सड़ा रहेगा. ब्राह्मण लोग वगैरह, दे हैव सेपरेट, दे डोंट अलाउ फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, आउट ऑफ सम कंपल्शंस इफ दे अलाउ ओनली इतना काम करके, एंड व्हेन दे वॉश यूटेंसिल्स एंड गो अगेन दीस पीपल वॉश इट. Required. That is a Shuddhi. I endorse it. I support it. Anyway, where we are now, example of Agni is given. Entering into the gold removes the impurity. So to Atmagata Vishnu Yoginam Ashubhashayam Hanti. इस भक्ति योगियों के अंदर के अशुभ आशयों को जला के राख कर दे. Then we are seeing in the next shloka, already 3-4 we have seen, कि अंतःकरण शुद्धि, as much it happens when the Lord is made to stay in our heart, he is not achieved by all other so-called superficial temporary sadhanas. Therefore, these sadhanas, though temporarily by bringing the Lord, keeping away Kali, but through these sadhanas only, instead of temporarily, permanently we can make the Lord stay in our heart. That will remove the impurities completely. Is it not? Like that, ना 2 दिन में एक बार सर्वेंट आके जाता है तो कर उतना ही गंदा साफ, हफ्ते में एक बार आया तो उतना ही, बट हर दिन आता है तो देयर सम पीपल वेरी नीटनेस ओरिएंटेड. सुबह दोपहर शाम द सर्वेंट दे विल पे लॉट ऑफ मनी, यू हैव टू क्लीन. दैट वे देयर हाउस इज क्रिस्टल क्लियर, क्लीन. थोड़ा जाला भी नहीं दिखेगा, खिड़की में इतना धूल आया ऐसे करके दिखाएंगे सर्वेंट को, इसके लिए मैं तेरे को पैसे दे रहा हूं. In big 5-star, 7-star hotels, they have to maintain like that. So too, those are a lot of wealth. अब जिनको नहीं है हफ्ते भर एक बार आके क्लीन करो, जिस दिन क्लीन करते हैं उसी दिन क्लीन, नेक्स्ट डे से 7 days तक वही गंदा ही होता. सेम है, वंस इन अ व्हाइल यू टेक द लॉर्ड, उसी समय के लिए अंतःकरण शुद्धि. बट 24 घंटे यू आर रेवलिंग इन लॉर्ड, द लॉर्ड विल सी दैट all the things go away. Therefore, we have to achieve the Shashvata Hrut Sthiti of the Paramatma in our heart. That is important. With that only, it's all compulsions, rules, conditions apply. एक दिन भगवान को बोला कि आपने मेरे पाप को नहीं धोया, बोले तो अबे इतना गंदा है, उसको धोने के लिए मुझे परमानेंटली रहना है, तुम तो रहने देते नहीं परमानेंटली मुझे। इज इट नॉट क्लियर? Very good. Now, what are the various sadhanas which help us in purification, but not as much as when Paramatma is made to stay in our heart permanently? How to make him stay permanently? Sutta Sankirtito Dhyata Pujitas Chadrudopiva. All that we have seen from last 41 days, that's what we are doing. This one chapter has taken 41 days. And last, these 7-8 slokas I have taken 25 to 30 days. I remember, I am counting. Don't say then हमको भागवत नहीं पढ़ाया वगैरह. Now, first, Vidya Upasanas. We spoke yesterday, day before. Tapaha. That also we have extensively explained yesterday, day before. Third one we spoke about Prana Nirodha Ityadi yesterday. Through the Prana Nirodha also, two types of Prana Nirodha. Focusing the mind on Avajahi of the Vayu, and as guided by the Pranayama expert, we are controlling Vayu. Vayu and Mana being very closely connected, Prana Nirodhana leads to the Mano Nirodha also. And because you are engaging your time in pranayama, you are not allowing the mind to go to gather its nonsense. That's why I told you million times, the only way to avoid your children becoming useless nonsense rascals is give them a positive work. And trust them, even though they are your children, grandchildren, there is a scope for them to be better. Yeah? There is scope for them to better. Give them, when they engage them positively, there will be no chance for them to be non-positive. So, in the prayatna of the pranayama. Second is, we talked the prana is kriya, karma. So, engage in such karmas continuously, which are healthy. With that also, the ashuddhi of the kali goes away. Is it not? As we told you 100 times, throughout the day, be busy in being a member of 10 spiritual organization and take important post. Keep busy in that. There's no chance given for the mind to involve in Kali. That's what I do. 6 classes I take. 7 हो गए अभी. बिकॉज भागवत के 2 हो गए. सुबह 2, दोपहर में 2, शाम को 3. ललिता को भी ऐड करो तो 8 हो गए. तो हमें soon start ललिता सहस्रनाम ओनली इन हिंदी. तेलुगु वाले ज़्यादा encourage नहीं कर रहे तो उनको छोड़ना है मुझे. Lalita Sahasranama in Hindi, because in Telugu I talked Vishnu Sahasranama. I may start maybe in any week's time. Another Telugu class of some Suprabhatam, Vishnu Venkateshwara, all that. So thus, तो इसमें मरी जाना चाहिए मुझे बिजी होकर, so that the Kali is not allowed. Now understood? Prana Nirodha is this. Activities when they are spiritual and engaging the time in pranayama helps in not allowing the Kali to come and not giving chance for the Kali to express inside, from inside. Dissolve होते जाएंगे वो अब देखो ये इंद्र के वासनाएं, when they express and when you value that expression, they become stronger. When you express but devalue or don't even express, they slowly get sublimated. Unused atrophy कहते हैं उसको. Clear? These are all very subtle yogic sciences, which itself is a big study, for studying which we have to start at the age of 15 up to the age of 70. तो 55 साल पढ़ोगे ये सारे समझ में आएगा. So Vidya, Tapaha, Prana Nirodha. Fourth one, specially one thing is talked is Maitri. Maitri. Here Maitri means Sadhujana Sangati. Maitri, Mitrata with good things, good people. Okay? When you are in company with them, so they talk good, they take us to pilgrim place, they tell us about Bhagavan and all. So at that time, really, the Kali doshas go away. But that Maitri is not permanent. बाद में फिर मैं जाऊंगा करके ही विल गो, वी कम बैक टू आवर ओन कली पोजिशन। देवर होगा थोड़ा सा टेम्पररी, तो बट लॉन्ग लास्टिंग नहीं है वो। इमेजिन यू ओनली इन योर ओन हार्ट मेड द लॉर्ड परमानेंट सिटीजन। It is all symbolic. Through that symbolic expression, we must understand what is meant. Hridaya is mana buddhi chitta ahankar. तो हृदय में भगवान मतलब ऑल द लेवल में निरंतर भगवान ही होना हो गया ये अंदर, तब वो खुद ही खली चला जाता है। बट ये आउटर मीन्स आर टेम्पररी मीन्स, लाइक आउटर वैक्सीन्स आर टेम्पररी, इफ योर इनर इम्यूनिटी इट्स परमानेंट नो, देर आर ऑल वैक्सीन्स, but immunity is always recommended. When you're strong in immunity, no disease will attack. Immunity is Bhagavan ka hriday mein bithana. So Maitri is the mitrata with sadhu santa or mitrata with similar minded people. With them doing that charcha only, that talk only. Is it not? If you have a good friends of this time who do the charcha of Purana, Itihasa and Tattva, be lucky. Don't leave those friends. It is God in that Rupa. Okay? Then one more we see today, Tirtha. Tirtha sthanam ka paryatan. That also gives purity. Because of the place itself has that vibration. Some Rishi Munis are always staying there. Then people like our own mind, devotees only come there, they inspire us. Many times in the Tirtha sthala we go. Water is very cold. You hesitate to take bath. But somebody younger than you or older, when they take, looking at them, अरे उसने किया तो मैं क्यों नहीं करूं? That we take it. हाँ? Somebody did साष्टांग प्रणाम, उसको देखकर हम भी, किसी ने घंटी बजाए हमने भी कर, किसी ने आत्म प्रदक्षिणा किया हम भी करते. So in those Tirtha Kshetras, people are there doing so many spiritual things. Seeing them, we also do. Place by itself is vibrating positively. So too, every Tirtha Kshetra ke around me, living Mahatmas are there whose tapashakti helps the people there, along with the main deity there. Their Tirtha Kshetra is all the three, we can say, where Bhagavan itself is there, himself is there as temple, और कोई संत महात्माओं का आश्रम हो, और any तीर्थ. In Sanatana Shastra, Tirtha Kshetra is the Pavitra Nadi Sthala. Every river is Pavitra to us. In that Sangama is more Pavitra. At that Sangama Samaya or Sthala, if the river is turned towards its Udgamasthana, that is most divine. Such is called Tirtha Kshetras. So in those Tirtha Kshetras, these are the benefits. Some more are there. Tomorrow we'll see. Then Abhisheka, Vrata, Dana, Japa. ये चारों मुझे बताना है मेरे रेफरेंस के लिए, आपको भी फायदा होगा. थैंक यू. ओम भूर्भुवः सहस्रेण भर्गदे देवसहित प्रस्वात्यन्तर्तेन परिषिञ्चामि अमृते अमृतवर्षिणि अमृतं श्रावय स्वाहा. अमृतं प्राणाय अपानाय व्यानाय उदानाय समानाय ब्रह्मणे ब्रह्मार्पणम्. ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यम्. अन्नं चतुरस मध्ये मध्ये अमृतपानि उत्तरावोष्णम्. ओम नीलमेघ श्याम नित्य जगन्मोहन बालगोपाल वेणुगान लोला. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति कुपितमेव भान्तम् अनुभाति सर्वं तस्य वासा. ओम नारायण नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो. बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान. बोल श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण शास्त्र की. बोलो श्री वेद व्यास शुकदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय। बोल सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तनम गोविंदा गोविंदा। Thank you. I will study only for some time.